notice, and this is the typical copyright. We continue with mathematics syllabus for CSEC 2018 to 2027. Schedule of videos. These first 3 sections up to there, all 51 videos have been published in their entirety on YouTube. Section 4, measurement. All 17 of these videos are completed. 5 have been published in their entirety on YouTube. Section 5, statistics. All 18 videos are completed. 5 have been published in their entirety on YouTube. Section 6, algebra. This is where we are now. This is the 4th of 22 videos, and hopefully by mid-September 2025, I should have that finished. After that, we need to go on to relations, functions, and graphs, section 7 by October 2025. Then section 8, geometry and trigonometry by November 2025. And finally, section 9, vectors and matrices by the end of this year, 2025. Please note this disclaimer here. This schedule is just a projection and is not to be interpreted as a contract with anybody. Section 1, number theory and computation. 33 videos. They are all published on YouTube in their entirety, especially since this section forms the foundation on which the rest of the syllabus is based. These 33 videos that you see here, please make sure you look at all of them and know them very well. A reminder that you need to know the times tables, that is 2 to 12, especially since calculators are not, I repeat, are not allowed in paper 1. Section 2, as I just said, all 12 videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. Section 3 on sets, all 6 of these videos have been published on YouTube in their entirety. From section 4, measurement, these that are indicated in yellow here, these 5 have been published on YouTube in their entirety, and these others are only partially published. Please see the direction in the description below for full access to these videos that are only partially published on YouTube. Section 5, statistics, 18 videos. These indicated in yellow have been published on YouTube in their entirety, those 5, and these others are only partially published on YouTube. Please see direction in the description below for full access to these videos that are only partially published on YouTube. Now we are at section 6, algebra. 22 videos in this section. Before we go on, recall I said in the introductory video that you will need a good math textbook or a set of 2 to get especially more practice questions. CSEC recommends these that you see here on the right, these. Please pay close attention to these last 2, especially since they form a very good 2-volume set of math textbooks that is quite adequate for the current CSEC math exam. This is a picture of volume 1. Mathematics, a complete course with CXC questions by Raymond Tulsi. And this is a picture of volume 2. Disclaimer down here, I get no financial or other benefits from the sale of these books. Also, very recently, late 2024, I think, a website with AI interactivity has been made available free of cost that deals with past CSEC math questions only, specifically from paper 2. You can navigate by topics or years, where all questions for the past several years have been worked out for you. If you still have a question that you need explained, you can ask the AI assistant either by text or voice, and most likely it will be explained. It is extremely important that you become familiar with how CSEC sets its questions for paper 2 and what will be considered good or correct answers to such questions. Extremely important. This is the URL for that website. On the next slide, I will show you what the homepage looks like for that website. This homepage here, you will have to register first, and subsequent to that, sign in. This is the URL again. That URL will be in the description of this video below. So all you will need to do is click on it and you will be redirected to this website. Another reminder, this formula sheet is provided for CSEC math examination papers. There will be a link in the description below from where this formula sheet can be downloaded. Of course, if you have the complete syllabus, this formula sheet is in the syllabus. This is a top part of that formula sheet, so you could get a closer look of it. Note that you do not need to memorize or to learn these formulae, as this sheet will be provided during the math examinations. And this is the below part of that same formula sheet. While you do not need to learn or memorize these formulae, you do need to know when and how to use them. Overview from section 6, algebra. First 4 objectives. In these 4 videos, so we are now at video 4, simplifying algebraic expressions. Then we continue with 3 more objectives, where we will deal with these, covered in these videos 5 to 7. Then on to 4 more objectives to take us to objective 11, where we will deal with these. And these 4 objectives are covered in these 4 videos, video 8 to 11. Continuing with overview, as you could see here, objectives 12 to 16 in videos 12 to 17. And that is because objective 14 has been divided into 2 videos. And finally, the last 5 objectives, end of section 6, will be covered in these 5 videos here, from video 18 to video 22. So we have 22 videos from 21 objectives. So where are we currently? This has been published in its entirety. This only partially published. This one here, published in its entirety, and we are now here. When this is finished, it will only be published partially. So, objective 4, section 6, and it says simplify algebraic expressions using the 4 basic operations. That is what we will be doing in this objective. Just to make sure you understand what the 4 basic operations are that are mentioned here, they are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Recall that multiplication is a shortened form of addition. Example, 4 multiplied by 5, we get 20, is the same as 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is equal to 20. If you interpret that as 5 groups of 4, or 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is equal to 20, if you interpret that as 4 groups of 5s. Now, these interpretations do not concern us now. In the case of division, there is no such ambiguity. 20 divided by 5 is 4. And it is a shortcut for how many times can 5 be subtracted from 20. As shown here, 20 minus 5 once, minus 5 twice, minus 5 3 times, minus 5 4 times, we get 0. So the answer is 4. 20 divided by 5 is equal to 4. You can subtract 5 from 20 4 times. Now consider the expression shown below. You have 4y squared. Y is called the base. 4 is called the coefficient. And this square up here is called the index. Together, the y squared is called the term. So the base and the index together is referred to as the term. And of course, that 4 there is a coefficient. You can add or subtract coefficients only if the base and index are the same. That is, if the terms are the same. That is, you can add or subtract apples to or from other apples, or oranges to and from other oranges only, but you can't add or subtract apples from oranges. Just for your information on that last point, the apples and oranges fallacy, also known as false equivalence or false analogy, is a logical fallacy that occurs when two things are compared as being similar when they are fundamentally different. And the comparison is used to draw a false conclusion. In the same way that you will get wrong answers if you try to add or subtract different terms. It's a way of trying to make things seem comparable when they are not, often ignoring crucial differences. So keep that in mind as we continue to add or subtract algebraic expression. As I said, you can add or subtract the coefficients only if the base and index are the same. That is, if the terms are the same. So example 1, simplify 3y squared plus 2y squared. Notice this term here is the same as that term. So we can add those. And we get 5y squared. Next, simplify 7y squared plus 2y squared minus 6y squared. Y squared, y squared, y squared. The terms are the same, so we can deal with the coefficients, which is 7 plus 2 will give us 9 minus 6, 3y squared. So that would be our apples. If you find this video useful and interesting, please like and share. That is, like and share. You may also consider subscribing to this channel. Now let's come over here, example 3. Simplify 7y squared plus 2y squared minus 6y cubed. Now we have apples and oranges here. If we let the y squared be the apples and the y cubed be the oranges, so let's see what we will do. 7y squared plus 2y squared is equal to 9y squared, and then minus 6y cubed. There's no oranges to subtract that from, so we just write back minus 6y cubed. So now we have apples and oranges. We can't subtract them. We can't add them. But we could add apples to apples. If you let the y squared represent apples.